Hi, I'm Selina Maitreya, and we don't know each other yet. What do they say about people that are strangers? They're friends that have yet to meet, and I like that, so I'm going to hold on to that one. I want to share with you a little bit about who I am, the teachings I have, because I am coming to the Center for Spiritual Living in May. The Reverend Deb, the Reverend Joanne, Jeff, and I have been working for quite some time to bring to you a weekend event. And I'm going to give you information about that in a minute. But since we are friends that have yet to meet, I wanted to share a little bit with you about my spiritual journey and my work as a teacher, spiritual teacher. So I'm about to be 70, and I learned about spirituality. I was first introduced to it when I was 14 years old. When I was 16 years old, my name, Selina Maitreya, was given to me by my first spiritual teacher. But as life happens, it was many, many years before spirituality came into my life again as my directional compass. So when I was in my 30s, I found my current teacher, the Reverend Janice Hope Gorman of Mankato, Minnesota, the Hope Interfaith Center. And with Hope's help, I learned how to embody my spiritual beliefs. So when we come to spirituality, we're drawn from many different ways, from many different places and in many different ways. But we come to a place where it becomes more important than just reading a book and going to workshops or gathering with our community, all of which are very important. But some people come to a place, as I did, where I wanted more. I wanted to be the values I was reading about. And I learned that that's called embodying, and what that involved in the process that I was given by source energy was to really observe the way I walked in the world and to notice when I was in low frequency, when my ego was in effect, the pain body, my past history of difficulty. Whenever I was in low frequency and worry and anxiety and concern, I watched that and I used tools that Spirit gave me to elevate my frequency so that I could indeed be the energy of love that I was meant to be, that we were all meant to be. So after many years of doing that, I saw remarkable changes in my life. When I responded to difficulty, not with more difficulty, but with the frequencies of love, with kindness and compassion, with understanding for others as well as me, my life changed remarkably. I became a teacher 13 years ago after a life-changing event, which I'll share a bit about when I come to Minneapolis in May. For now, please know that that event was such a deep connection with the divine that I was able to move my work even further. And Spirit, during that time of great personal difficulty and great enlightenment, delivered to me material that is now the book, Raise Your Frequency, Transform Your Life. The book has just been published by Inner Traditions, a very valuable and well-respected publisher. And the premise of the book is what I'm coming to teach for you. The idea is that we all have daily difficulty in our life. And when we learn how to respond to that difficulty, not from with more difficulty, which means when somebody cuts you off on the road, you don't curse at them or give them the finger. You take a moment, you take a beat, and perhaps you invoke the breath of life. I'll be sharing that with you when we get together. Or another practice that enables you to tap into the energy of love that you are. And in that moment, you are transforming the energy that landed in your world. So I'm coming to Minneapolis to share with you this body of work that helps you to take any daily difficulty, any moment of difficulty, tough relationship, health situation, financial crisis, and that becomes the actual tool for you that will transform the frequency within you in the moment and build your consciousness. So it may sound a little cray-cray, it may sound a little, is that really possible? But it is. It's not magic. These are very practical spiritual steps that I'll be teaching you, that we'll be taking together, that you can then take out into your life so that you can change your frequency to transform your life. You can raise your vibration to transform your life. And you know, we are all living through unprecedented times. Our earth is spinning, and sometimes we feel like it's wobbling a little bit in that spin. And even people of the light, people like you and me, have difficulty sometimes holding the high frequency with all of the events around us. So this work is so timely because you will be learning in our all-day workshop 4 or 5 practices that you will be able to take as soon as you leave that workshop and use in your life to get yourself back to neutrality when you're standing in a line at the supermarket. You've got 2 minutes to get out the door and you're in the 8 items or less line and the person ahead of you has a basket of things and you just feel yourself amping up. You're going to have a tool to neutralize. When you're talking to your teenager and they're really dismissive, or you feel like you're just a money pit for them and you're wondering, well, where's that kid that I love so much that I raised? You're going to have a practice to neutralize that. We all have challenges in our life, but we can respond to those challenges from love. We're meant to respond to those challenges from love, but we don't always know how to do that. So I would love to share what I know as a teacher about how to respond to difficulty from higher frequencies, because I know the changes that I've made in my life, that my students have made in their lives. I'm hearing from people all over the world now who've read my book and who are using the practices, and they're writing to tell me the changes in their life. I received a beautiful letter last week from an 85-year-old woman in Appalachia who got my book, and a 7-page handwritten letter telling me how she's been using the practices and the wonderful shifts she's been noticing and the amount of peace she now has in her life. So warms my heart, and I am on a mission to share this work with the world. That's why I'm coming to your center, because I've been asked by Source to take this body of work and not leave it in a book, but to go across the country and connect with spiritual centers where we have common ground, where we have values that we all believe to be important and real, and to go into that particular center and work with the leaders to have a weekend of celebration around consciousness. And that's what we're doing at your center in May. So we will have a Friday night where we'll gather as a community and celebrate your community and celebrate consciousness. I'll come in and share my story about how the book was given to me, because the book is all about working from high consciousness. And then on Saturday, we have our workshop. It's an all-day affair where a small group of us will gather together all day. You'll learn in the morning, where are the places that you're out of alignment with love? What relationships, what situations occur during the day that are consistent, that you have difficulty responding from patience and kindness. And then I'll provide practices as the day goes along that we will practice together. And you'll be able to actually feel your energy shifting. You're going to see what it's like to go from irritation to peace. And at the end of the day, we'll share our work with each other. What did we discover? What did we learn? What did we shift? So you're going to leave the workshop with very specific tools that you get to bring into your daily life then and there that will help you to respond to any difficulty from love. So I am so excited, on this mission that I've been given by Source. I've spoken to spiritual leaders across the country. I've held a workshop similar to this at the Hope Interfaith Center in Mankato. I'm about to go out to San Diego to another center to share this information with them. And I am so excited to come to Minneapolis in May. So thank you so much for taking the time to listen to me, to meet me, to give me time to share who I am with you. And I can't wait to come and meet you in person. So please, watch all the notices from Rev Deb and Joanne, from Jeff. You'll be getting a lot of information, specific information about the contents of the weekend. I want to see you on Friday night. I can't wait to meet you. I look forward to working with you on Saturday. We have an opportunity here to change our world. When we change ourselves, we change our world. And so if you have any concerns about the way our country and the world is going these days, please investigate this weekend, spend some time looking at the information, and I hope you'll join us because I'm so excited to bring to you the opportunity to learn spiritual, practical steps and truths and practices that you can use to bring ease and peace into your life. Because as we each bring ease and peace into our life, we bring that to the collective. So if you're looking to help change the world, we start with changing ourselves. I look forward to seeing you in May. Thank you so much for your time and attention. And I will see you soon, friend.